Hello students, today I will start chapter number 3 from your reasoning book, that is compound interest. As you know that student, in the chapter number 8 of your course book, I explained you exercise number 8.1, exercise number 8.2 and exercise number 8.3. As you remember that exercise number 8.3 is based on the compound interest. So let's see some questions which is given in the book. The question number 1 is Ramesh invested rupees 18,000. As I told you when I explained chapter number 8 from your main course book, this is the principal. For 3 years, that means this is the years, that means time, and at 5% per annum, that is the rate. So in the last, we have to find out the compound interest he received at the end of the tenure. Let's see the solution of this given question. Principal is given 18,000 rupees, n is the time, so it is given 3 years, and r for rate is the given 5% per annum. As I told you earlier that the amounts formula is p bracket 1 plus r upon 100 power as n. So principal's value is 18,000, 1 is given already in the formula, r is 5 and n is 3. When we solve it, its value will be rupees 20,837.25. And when we find out the compound interest, we have to subtract the amount minus principal, that is 20,837.25 minus 18,000. And after solving it, its value will be rupees 2,837.25. Now students, let's see the question number 2. Mahima and Monica borrowed rupees 12,000 at 10.5% per annum simple interest and 10% per annum compound interest. That means for Mahima it will be simple interest and for Monica it will be the compound interest, respectively for 3 years, and both time is 3 years. Who paid more interest and by how much? Let's see the solution of this given question. For Mahima, as I told you, it will be a simple interest. As you know that the formula of the simple interest is P multiply R multiply T upon 100. So principal's value is 12,000, rate's value will be 10.5% and time is 3 years, which is given already in the question, and it should be divided by 100. When we solve it, so Mahima's value will be 3,780. Let's see for Monica, because I told you Monica's we have to find out the compound interest. So as you know that according to the formula P bracket 1 plus R upon R power 100. So principal's value is 12,000, 1 plus rate value is 10 upon 100 and power should be 3. And when we solve it, amounts value will be 15,972. But for the CI we have to subtract them, that means amount minus principal. For Monica's value will be 3,972 and for Mahima's value will be 3,780. So when we subtract them, we can find out the difference easily. So its value will be 192. And whose value is, who paid the more interest? You can see clearly Monica paid the more interest. So option number D will be right of question number 2. Question number 3 is Mr. Mohil borrowed rupees 6,000 at rate of 12% compounded annually. He paid rupees 3,000 at the end of each year. How much amount he has to pay after paying the second installment? Let's see the solution of this question. For the first year, firstly we have to find out the simple interest. It will be PRT upon 100, that means 6,000 multiply R's value will be 12, and because we have to find out the first year installment, that means it will be year's value 1. So there is no need to put the 1 value. 6,000 multiply 12 upon 100. So interest will be 720 and we have to pay it to the bank. It will be 6,000 plus 720 because 720 will be the interest for the first year. That means 6,720 will be paid in the first year. Now for the second year, it will be, because he already paid 3,000 at the end of every year, that means 6,000 minus 3,000, it will be 3,720. because the remaining amount for the second year, it will be 3720. Why, student? Because he already paid 3000 at the end of every year. That means after submitting the first interest, he also paid the 3000 rupees. That means now principal will be 3720 for the second year, and rate will be same because 12% per year is the rate, and time, because the second year it will be also 1 year, and it should be divided by 100. That means after solving it, its value will be 446.4. So at the end of the second year, he again will be paid rupees 3720 plus 446.4. That means he has to pay after the second installment, when he paid again rupees 3000. That means 3720 plus 446.4, and after adding it we have to subtract 3000, because in each and every year he paid rupees 3000. That means when we solve it, its value will be 1166.4. Let's see the next question. Find the difference between compound interest and simple interest on rupees 8000 in 2 years on at the rate of 5% per annum. Student, for this question, firstly we have to find out the simple interest, then we have to find out the compound interest, and then we have to subtract them. Let's see the solution. As you know that for the simple interest, the formula will be P multiply R multiply T upon 100. So principal value is 8000, rate value is 5, and times value is 2. When we solve it, simple interest value will be 800. And as you know that the formula of the compound interest, firstly we have to find out the amount from the formula P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 upon power will be T. That means when we solve it, its value will be 8820. 8820 students, it will be the amount. And for the compound interest, we have to subtract 8 from the principal. That means when we find out the compound interest, it will be 820, and when we difference them, it will be 820 minus 800, because 800 was the value of the simple interest. So the answer of this question will be 20. The next question is, calculate compound interest on rupees 80,000 at 13% per annum for 1 year if the interest is compounded half yearly. Let's see the solution of this question. As I told you also in the class when I explained the chapter number 3, when the compounded half yearly, rate should be divided by 2 and time should be multiplied by 2. When we divide by 2 of the rate, it will be 6.5%, and when we multiply 2 by the year, it will be 2 years. So now we have to use the formula of the amount, that is P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 power will be N. That means principal is 80,000, rate's value is 6.5% per annum, and N's value is 2. After solving it, its value will be 90,738. But when we find out the compound interest, we have to subtract the amount to the principal. Its value will be 90,738 minus 80,000. That means the answer will be 10,738. Next question is, if rupees 2000 amounts to 2880 in 2 years. That means student, this is amount which is given already in the question, that is 2880 rupees. This is the time, that means N, it is 2 years, and this will be the principal, that means 2000 rupees. At compound interest, what will be the rate of interest per annum? That means in this question we have to find out the rate, that is R. Let's see the solution. As you know that the formula, that is amount equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 power will be N. So after putting the values of amount, that is 2880 rupees, principal's value will be 2000, rate we have to find it, that means we have to put here R, and N's value is given, that is 2 years. And after solving it, rate's value will be 20%. So this will be the solution of question number 9 from your reasoning book. The next question is the present worth of rupees 169 due in 2 years at 4% per annum compound interest will be. Let's see the solution of this given question. The principal is given, that is 169, time is 2 years and rate is 4%. So for the present worth it will be P upon 1 plus R upon 100 power will be N. That means principal's value is 169, rate's value is 4 and time's value is 2. And after solving it, its value will be 156.25. So now students, try to solve the rest of the questions of both exercises, that means exercise number 3.1 and 3.2 from the reasoning book. Thank you.